Hello to everyone, especially to the students who enrolled in College of Engineering, BS Maths, BS Physics, BS Chemistry, BS Stat, and BS Education Major Maths. And to those students that your courses were not mentioned in my vlog, as long as you enroll this subject, which is Integral Calculus for this semester, I would like you to invite to study with me today. My topic is all about definite integral using trigonometric function. When we say definite integral is a matter of plug in the value of upper limit minus lower limit. So I have now f of b minus f of a. Actually, this topic in integral calculus, this is very essential, especially for solving an area, because there are some times that an irregular figure cannot be solved by other mathematics except this topic in integral calculus, which is definite integral. Okay, so I have here integral from, this is the lower limit, negative pi over 3 to pi over 6 cosine squared x times sine x dx. Okay, so let us recall also our differential calculus. U will be cosine x. Then differentiating both sides, it should be du is equal to derivative of cosine, that will be negative sine x dx. Then I will divide both sides by negative 1. So negative at the right side, negative sign must be crossed out. So I have now negative du is equal to positive sine x dx. So meaning to say, sine x dx is equals to negative du. Okay, so I have now integral from negative pi over 3 to pi over 6 cosine squared, that would be u, so meaning this would be u squared. Then sine x dx, that will be negative du. Okay, so this will be integral from, since the constant is negative 1, so I will place outside because this is a constant, so this will be negative 1. So this will be negative 1 in here. Then from negative 3 to pi over 6, then should be u squared du. Okay, so basic formula for integration, n plus 1. So I have now 2 plus 1. This will be equal to 3. So I have now negative u cubed over 3. Since this is definite, so we will write the lower limit and upper limit, or the limits. Negative pi over 3 to pi over 6. Okay, so plug in the value of u. U is cosine. So this will be negative cosine. This will be circle brackets x. Then this will be cube. Then this will be over 3. Then limits from negative pi over 3 to pi over 6. So this will be negative cosine cube x over 3. Then limits from negative pi over 3 to pi over 6. Okay? So, take note, f of b minus f of a. Okay? So, this will be negative 1 over 3. Then I will write square brackets. Then I have now cosine. So, cosine x is pi over 6. Then this will be cube. Minus, because f of b, this is the upper L limit, then this will be lower limit. Okay, so this will be cosine, or circle brackets, cosine. This will be negative pi over 3. Then this will be, sorry, this is cube. Okay, so this will be equal to negative 1 over 3. So note that, okay, so I have now negative 1 over 3 square brackets cosine pi over 6 cube minus cosine circle brackets negative pi over 3, then enclose with circle brackets, enclose also again with circle brackets raised to the power of 3. So take note in our trigonometry, cosine pi over 6. So cosine pi over 6. So we have cosine pi over 6. This will be equal to square root of 3 over 2. Okay? Then cosine circle brackets negative pi over 3. If you press your calculator, scientific calculator, this will come up 1 over 2. Okay? So, I have now circle brackets, cosine pi over 6, that will be square root of 3 over 2. Then this will be raised to the power of 3, right? Because this is cube. Then minus cosine negative pi over 3, that will be 1 over 2. Then raised to the power of 3. Okay? So this will be negative 1 over 3. Then square brackets. So how to solve square root of 3 raised to the power of 3? So meaning this will be square root of 3 times square root of 3 times square root of 3. So this will be square root of 9, right? Then times square root of 3. We know that square root of 9 is 3. Then square root of 3. Okay? I just remove the operation symbol. So this is understood that 3 times square root of 3. Okay? So this will be, this is for the numerator, 3 square root of 3. Okay? Then how about 2? 2 raised to the power of 3. So meaning 2 times 2 times 2. So this will be 8. So this will be over 8. Then minus 1 to the power of 3, that will be 1. Then 2 to the power of 3, that is 8. Okay, so this will be negative 1 over 3. Then I will write a circle brackets instead of square brackets. So LCD will be 8. Then this will be 3 square root of 3 minus 1, right? Just divide, then multiply for the numerator to the numerator. Divide, then multiply to the numerator. So this will be negative 1 over 24. Then circle brackets 3 square root of 3 minus 1. Or I can write this one as negative 3 square root of 3 minus 1. Then over 24. Then this will be equal to, multiply, negative 3 square root of 3, negative, that will be positive 1. Then this will be over 24. Then I will switch because the first term is having a negative sign. So I will switch 1 minus 3 square root of 3. Then this will be over 24. Okay, so this will be now my final answer of integral from negative pi over 3 to pi over 6 cosine squared x times sine x dx is equals to 1 minus 3 square root times square root of 3 over 24. I think that's all. A friendly reminder, if you have questions regarding this matter, just leave your comment or comments in the comment section. Then, if you agree with me, please like and share, and do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Franz Mats TV. Thanks for watching.